Welcome back to the Popcorn Genius. We're going to be making popcorn in our Dash stirring popcorn popper. We're going to be popping up some popcorn in this great Dash popcorn popper. So let's open this thing up, take it out of the box here, and get this set up a little bit. We're going to plug it in here first, and we have our Dash stirring popcorn popper. Here's the switch to turn it off and on. You can see we're spinning around there once we turn it on. When we turn it on, it's going to start to heat up this part here, and that's what actually pops this popcorn. So let me show you exactly how to use this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this top part of the dome, and this is actually a measuring cup. You have 3 different quantities of kernels that you can pop in this popper. Today we're going to be popping a full batch, which is all 3 of these containers. Let's get that filled up. Today we're using Orville Redenbacher popcorn kernels. So let's fill this up. Here we go. We have a nice even amount right there. And according to the instructions right on here, we're popping up this bottom line here, which is the full batch. And with the full measuring cup batch, we're gonna be using 1.5 tablespoons of oil. Now, in a lot of the recipes in this, it talks about using canola oil. So today we're gonna be using canola oil. You can use any type of high temperature oil. Corn oil works really great. You can also use a popping oil, like a popcorn popping oil as well. But today we're gonna be giving it a go with canola oil. So it says 1.5 tablespoons, so let's get that measured out. We're gonna go 1 full tablespoon here, and we're just gonna put about another half. Doesn't have to be exact. There we go. All right, we're gonna turn this on. We're gonna start to heat that up, and we're gonna pour our kernels in here. There we go. And we're gonna put the dome right on top. Now, this measuring cup here stores on top of here. We do not wanna pop our kernels with that on top because we want that steam to escape out of there. So we have our machine heating up. We're gonna see how fast that can heat up. Now on here, you can put some pats of butter on here, and that's what it was calling for. On here, you could put 1.5 tablespoons of butter right on top, and as this starts to heat up, that butter will melt and drop right in there. Let me get out my temperature checker here. Let's see what this is getting up to temperature-wise. We're at 208 degrees already. So it's heating up pretty quick. Once this gets up to about 350, that's when we're really gonna start to see some action in here. Stick around, because at the end of the video, we're gonna be popping up kettle corn in our Dash stirring popcorn popper. All right, so this is stirring around pretty well. This is a great opportunity to tell you about the Popcorn Genius recipe book. Down in the description, there's a link to the free recipe book from Popcorn Genius. You can download that absolutely free today. There's a bunch of great recipes in there, so be sure to download that as soon as you possibly can. And also, this is a great opportunity to tell you about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is kettlecornmachine.com. They make these great kettles that you can use at fairs and farmers markets. We have an 80-quart size popcorn popper that we can pop up tons of popcorn in. They have great products, so check out kettlecornmachine.com. Tell Destiny Popcorn Genius sent you, and I'm sure she's gonna take great care of you. All right, we are still spinning around. See, that's what's nice about this automatic spinner. It keeps spinning everything around, which is great, so it doesn't burn. And in the book for the Dash, there's some recipes back here too. And there's actually a kettle corn recipe. We're gonna try that one later. There's a buffalo ranch popcorn in here. That sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, buffalo wing sauce. That kind of is interesting. It might make the popcorn soggy though. I find if you add any liquids like that, it's gonna make it soggy. But again, some people like soggy popcorn, so that might be something good for them. They have Rocky Road popcorn, Movie Munchies popcorn. They have a trail mix. It's basically cranberries, raisins, almonds, and popcorn. So good stuff. This is a nice little machine. This one here, I should mention, is the 3-quart size. They make this in even bigger sizes as well, but we just have a small 3-quart one. Oh, there we go. Got a kernel popping. That is awesome. Now we're gonna start popping up really good. You can smell this. It actually smells really good. I can smell that canola oil and those kernels going. We have some fine sea salt that we're gonna be putting on our popcorn afterwards. Give it a little flavor, because right now this is just a very plain, flavorless popcorn. It won't be flavored until we add some seasoning to it. All right, we're popping up. We're popping up pretty good. Now, I've seen some people, they put like a little paper towel over the top to stop any of the oil from popping out of there. But again, we want that steam to escape, because that steam, if we trap that in there, it'll make our popcorn very soggy. Oh, wow, look at this going now. There we go, we're firing up on all cylinders. We're gonna listen for this to slow down, and as soon as it does, that's when we're gonna turn this thing off, and we're going to flip it upside down. I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, we're slowed down. We're gonna turn this thing off. Popping up still a little bit more, but we don't want it to go too long and burn any of our popcorn. Put our lid on there, dump it, flip it over. Whoa, look at that. Look at that, it's a nice full bowl of popcorn. We have 3 quarts of popcorn there. It looks really good. Now we have some sea salt. This is the fine sea salt. We just sprinkle some of that on there. Then we give it a taste. Nice and salted, very good. The canola oil has a pretty good flavor. It's still a little chewy. Once you let this cool just a little bit, it'll start to get even more crunchy, but that sea salt on here is really good. This is the fine sea salt by Morton's, really good. Another thing you can do is they have these sprays. This is a butter spray, and this one picked up right at the store. We're gonna give it a little spray of this, see what happens. Ooh, a lot comes out there. Let's give it a little bit more salt for the top of that. Let's give it a taste. Let's take a look at it. Look at that. Nice big mushroom kernels. That's very good. This is pretty good. This is, I never had this before. This is by Spray Kings, theater style butter flavored popcorn spray. All natural butter flavor. That's really good. Now, you can get some other sprays just like this that aren't specifically for popcorn. You can get, they make non-stick sprays that you can use when you're cooking in the kitchen. They make butter flavor, and that one works just as good on there as well. So that's really good. So there you have how to use your Dash popcorn popper. Very simple. Now we're gonna make some kettle corn. So we got our popcorn dumped out of our bowl so we can make room. We're not even gonna wipe anything down or clean anything yet in between this batch, because this was a very simple and plain type of popcorn. Now we can make kettle corn without having to clean this, because this was a very simple popcorn flavor. So the kettle corn won't get all mixed up with those flavors. First thing we need to do, measure out our kernels, get our measuring cup here, and we are going to fill this up again. There we go. Got our popcorn kernels all measured out. We are going to use canola oil again with this. Let's get that measured out too. We're gonna do same thing, 1.5 tablespoons. There's 1 tablespoon and about 1/2. Okay, so we have our kernels measured out. We're gonna pour these right into our popper, just like that. And we're gonna take 1.5 tablespoons of canola oil, and we're gonna drizzle that right over the top of our kernels. Got it right all over the top of those kernels, just like that. And now we're gonna take 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we're gonna sprinkle that right over the top. There we go. All right, now we put on our lid, and we're gonna turn this thing on. Get it spinning around. Again, we're gonna leave the lid off because we want that steam to escape so our popcorn stays nice and crunchy and crispy. All right, so there we have. So we just did this right out of the recipe book for kettle corn, and we're gonna see how it goes. Now, typically what we would do when we make kettle corn is that we would put our kernels in here and we would start to heat them up. And as soon as a kernel started to pop, that's when we would take this dome off and add our sugar. But we're gonna try something different here based on the instructions right out of the Dash book, and we're gonna see how it works. This was already warm before, so that's good. That means it's not gonna take very long. Again, I don't think I can get in through the dome, but I'm going to try to hit the base of that and see what the temperature is. It's 234 degrees. So we still got a little bit of time left for that to continue to go. So these are great, nice little popcorn poppers that you can make popcorn at home. It's basically a pared down version of a theater style popcorn popper where you have the stirring mechanism, you're using oil to pop your kernels. Very simple thing, but it's for your countertop. And these can be nice and simple and fun and great for movie nights. All right, we're spinning around. What I like about this one is that spinner really does have a nice consistent motion. It is moving these kernels all around. You can see it's hitting all of the kernels. There aren't really any kernels in here that are not moving, which is what we want. We want to make sure that it stays moving so this way it does not burn. One thing I should mention, this Dash popcorn popper we got right on Amazon. There's gonna be a link down in the description where you can buy one of these. Not very expensive, very reasonably priced, and a very simple unit to use. So check that out. They sell a ton of these on Amazon, and today we're giving ours another spin to see what it can do. One thing you could do when you're making kettle corn is you could use a butter popping oil with this instead of the canola. And sometimes a nice little butter flavor with that sugar makes an extra nice flavor for that. Oh, I just heard a kernel pop. I see one in there. Oh, there we go. Another one popping. We're gonna be ready to hit this with our sea salt again too, because you gotta have a little bit of salt with kettle corn. There we go, we're really starting to pop now. It's looking really good. You know, we added that sugar early, but it doesn't seem to be burning in any way, which is good. I'm hopeful that this sugar has really coated this popcorn. You can see all that steam escaping out of the top. That's really good. We want that. We want that to keep the popcorn kernels nice and crunchy. Oh yeah, we're doing good here. We're popping up, nice. We're gonna listen for this. This one's very important. We need to listen and make sure as soon as it slows down, that's when we have to turn this off and give it a dump because we don't want it to burn. There we go, we're turning this off. We're gonna put that lid on there. We're gonna flip it over and we're gonna take that off of there. There we have it, look at that. Now let's hit it with some salt. One of the things with, whoa, holy cow, that one popped like crazy. One of the things with kettle corn is you wanna hit it with the salt early so it sticks to that sugar. This bowl's a little small for that because we really wanna try to get that salt all through it, but this is pretty good. Now you can see on here some of those sugar coatings. Look at that, you can see a little bit of sugar string coming off of that too, a hot string. Now it's not super coated, I can tell, but it is coated and it's starting to set up and it started to get hardened, which is good. Let's give it a taste and see. Oh, I'm pleasantly surprised with that. Looking at it, didn't seem as though it was very coated, but it is. It's really good. Try to get some more salt down in that bottom part. That is really, really good. Let's give it another taste now. Okay, look at this. You can see that the sugar coated it, and there's a few kernels stuck together, just like that. Let's give it a taste. That is great. It's a nice kettle corn. It's not super coated, like I said, but it's a nice, light coated popcorn with sugar. There you have it. Some really great, simple popcorn that we were able to do with a Dash stirring popcorn popper. Again, reminder, there's a link down in the description where you can get one of these on Amazon. Great little popper, very reasonably priced. If you want to make popcorn on movie night very easily, this is a great way to do it. So remember, in life and with popcorn, you just got to get out there and get popping.